Good afternoon. My name is Charles. I'm going to be your counselor for today. What's your name?
I'm Gemma.
Hi, Gemma. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Before we start our interview here today, I am a student with Durham College studying social services work. And I have a form here that we have to go over and we have to sign. It just explains a little bit about what goes on today and confidentiality agreement. You okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm just going to read this over to you and then we can sign it. My name is Charles and I'm a student of Durham College studying to be a social services worker. As part of my training, I'm taking a class in interviewing skills, and this volunteer interview is greatly helping me learn how to properly interview clients. Your participation in this exercise is much appreciated. Please be advised that this interview may be recorded but can be stopped at any time, and be assured that it will be erased at the end of the interview if requested by yourself. Because I'm a student, I cannot offer any form of legal confidentiality, but I will appreciate and respect your confidence in me. By law, I have the obligation to report any comments that you make about inflicting serious harm to yourself or anyone else, or if you report any neglect or abuse to children 16 years old or younger. My class instructor reviews all of my work in this subject as a way of learning for myself, so parts of our interview may be shared with my instructor, but only in the strictest of confidence. If there are any questions that you are not comfortable with, you have the right to refuse to answer them. This is a learning activity for me, and I can only learn from experience, so any questions or comments at the end of the interview would be greatly appreciated. You okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, I will get you to sign that for me. Perfect. I will just sign and date myself. All right, that's great. That's that out of the way. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I live in Owen Sound with my partner. We've lived there for about 5 years. We just bought a house recently, so it's a permanent place for us to be. And we like the area and have a big friend group and live around the family. So that's nice. It's nice to be here. I currently work full-time at a warehouse that distributes sporting equipment and like outdoor stuff. And it's pretty good. I like my job for the most part. I have good coworkers and I have healthcare benefits now, which is a nice change finally. So that's good.
That sounds great. I would love to be, my ultimate job would be to be a tester for an outdoor store.
Yeah.
All the cool stuff is there. I love camping and fishing, and somebody come and say, hey, what do you think about this? I think that would be a pretty awesome job.
I think that would be a great job to have, especially in this area. It's a nice place to do it.
This is an awesome area for hunting and fishing, and the Bruce Trail's right here, so we do lots of really nice things outdoors.
Yeah.
That's great. So what brought you to see me today?
So although I do like my job for the most part, like I said, I feel like lately I've been given more responsibility and kind of taken on a new role, but I'm still being paid as if I was in an old role, and I don't think that's very fair. My boss has given me more of a supervisor role and kind of some responsibility over other employees and taking care of the day-to-day of the business, but I'm still getting paid like I'm just kind of a casual employee, so I haven't been very happy with that lately, I guess, so I wanted to just explore my options, I guess, with work.
That sounds like a pretty good request to me. Have you talked to the HR department that you work, or do you have an HR department?
We do technically have an HR department, however, it's like contracted outside of our company, so someone just comes when we make an appointment with them. So we don't really actually know or have a good relationship with our HR representative, and A lot of people have never even met her because you would only see her. It's kind of by appointment, and she comes to our work, so then everyone kind of sees that you're talking to HR, and it kind of makes a bigger deal out of it. It's kind of everything. If you talk to the HR person, it's like a big deal. I don't feel like I'm at that point yet with how I feel about working.
So you don't really have a lot of confidentiality when you talk to her. Sort of everybody knows your business, sort of thing.
Yeah, not really. Maybe not our business, but they definitely know that something's going on, which is enough to make it a bit uncomfortable at work. So I guess it's not very accessible to us.
Does the HR department or the company that you contract out to, do they have a maybe email line or something that you could possibly email them just to? It would just might be a little nicer for you to, or a little quieter if you could talk to them online maybe, or without having them people at work to see you come in and talk to them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I would have to, we do have to email her to make an appointment, so that is a good idea. I could talk to her over email instead of in person, or see if that's allowed or what happens with that. That's a good idea.
Might make it a little bit easier for you, and people won't be quite so nosy, that oh no, you're talking to the HR person.
Yeah, because that's one of the big problems. I guess you can't just ask like a small, simple question and not poke fire office something on your break. You have to make it very official.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's very user friendly.
No, it's definitely not.
So basically, it sounds like you were taking on a lot of responsibility at work, and you have people working for you, but you're not getting paid that extra supervisor money. That sound about right?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Yeah, and I would be happy to have that official responsibility, but I would need it to be official.
It'd be nice to have an official title as supervisor and a little more pay to go along with it.
That would be my ideal situation.
Sounds like you deserve it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen yourself moving on to a different job around the area, maybe like in the same sort of job?
Yeah, maybe I would be open to it. I haven't given it too much thought. But yeah, I guess there is like a lot of the same kind of outdoor industry in this area, so that would be a possibility, I guess. I'd be open to that.
Well, sounds like it might be an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the local YMCA has a job bank, and they do a lot of job interviews, sort of thing. They could have you in there. They could do a little bit of like online testing with you to see maybe what other jobs you could be suited for along that line. And there's another place in town called the Agency, and both of them have phenomenal people who work with them, sort of like online HR people kind of thing. You tell them what you're looking for, and they try to help you out find jobs. And if they find you're lacking skills in any area, they can help you. There's a lot of online courses they can give you to work in there. And the nice part about them is they do a lot of work in the evening times. So if you're working during the day and you need some time in the evening, you can go in, you can see them, and they can help set you up.
That's good. I didn't know about any of that, so that's good.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice way to do it, sort of thing. Sounds like it's stressing you out a little bit. Is it? Do you think there's a little bit of stress going along with it?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of stress. Yeah, I think so. More than the average amount of stress about work, but not too much. But yeah, definitely a bit of stress.
Is it affecting your home life at all?
No, not really. I think that's because I kind of acknowledge that it's stressful and don't let it impact my home life. But I think if I wasn't doing that, then it definitely could. Or if it got worse, or I guess if it got worse, maybe it could potentially.
Do you think you have any ways of managing your stress? Any nice things you could be doing?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I know when I've had a bad day at work, I like to go for a nice walk with my dog, or I do a little bit of stamp collecting. I do just some things that kind of take my mind off what I'm doing, things that just make me think about something else.
Mm-hmm.
I just find that if I get stressed, if I think about it too long, I'd like to think about something else. And even reading, I find, get into a good book and it just takes my mind right off what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I do. We do go walking and we go camping and hiking and spend a lot of the time in the outdoors and garden and whatnot. So I'm not sure if there's more I can be doing in that sense. I do think it stays at work, but it's more stressful when I'm at work, or perhaps it may be, yeah, more when I'm at work. And I mean, I don't think my boss notices it too much, or notices that it's stressful for me. So that's probably one of the main issues, I guess. But I think he's just too busy with what his bosses are doing. It's just kind of a chain. So I think it maybe comes from the top and the whole setup of it all.
Have you tried sitting down with your boss? Sitting down, just having a one-on-one conversation, and then just saying, "Hey, boss, like I've been here for a while."
Yeah, that it's kind of almost the same with the HR. Doesn't have an office. It's just an open desk, an open space, and he is constantly on the go all day, and he himself is under probably a lot of stress and is quite high strung. So there's never really a good time in the day to talk to him about these things, and he doesn't really check emails. So yeah, he doesn't really check emails or anything like that too. So I could even send him an email while I was at work about it. And he probably wouldn't look for about 3 or 4 days. So that would probably stress me out more, just having an email unanswered, wondering if he's read it or not.
He sounds like he's a pretty busy guy.
He is busy. He is definitely very busy, yeah.
Now here's just something different. Have you ever thought about educational upgrading and maybe a total different kind of job?
Yeah, I have thought about that a bit, but I guess I don't know what I would really get into if I were to do that, and I guess I'd have to stay local with going to school and make sure that there was a job in this area in that field. That would probably be a concern that I had, because we just bought a house. I'm not gonna, I can't just go to school 5 or 6 hours away. I have to be within driving distance, like a daily commute kind of thing.
Yeah. I know Georgian College has got a great campus here in town, in Owen Sound. And I know that there's also a Georgian College over in Collingwood, which isn't too far away. And I think I've read online somewhere that coming up in a couple of weeks they are both having open houses where you can go in, you can sit down with a counselor, and they can give you some awesome ideas on. They have nice courses, anything from the one here in town has a lot to do with marine and nautical.
Okay.
And the one in Collingwood's got a lot to do with nursing and nutrition and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So maybe a little bit of education upgrading and maybe a total change. Might be something interesting to look at.
Yeah, it's an option. I guess I just don't know enough information about all of them. So we'll have to, I think maybe I'll have to go look and see what those campuses offer.
That would be something interesting to do. Yeah. What would you like to see come out of our counseling sessions here? What do you think would be your ideal goal at the end of the whole thing?
I think I would just like to have a job that I'm getting paid, I guess, for what I'm putting into it, or what I'm responsible for, I guess. Maybe in a more organized and official way. But that's kind of like a bigger general goal. It doesn't have to be at the place I work at currently, I guess. So just maybe to hear some options and see what tools and what support is out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that we've had a great chat today, and it would be nice if you could maybe look into a few of the things that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Look into the possibility of education, like exploring the local colleges
Mm-hmm.
and talking to them, going and talking to the job bank at the YMCA. I know that there are online courses, there are small online courses. They have phenomenal results.
Mm-hmm.
They even have a lot of things to do with educational upgrading, like your first aid
Mm-hmm.
and CPR, that sort of thing. There's lots of great courses out there for that. The agency is another really good place when you're ready to look for a job. They shop around for you. They look around for jobs for you. They try to figure out what you need and what you want.
Yeah.
And it's something really great to try. So it kind of gives you a few real neat ideas on what you could probably go and do.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you have a good job that you enjoy, but you're just underappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you can email your HR person and work on that a little bit, that might give you a little bit of a leg up anyway, something interesting to do. Unfortunately, that's about all we've had time to do here today. I have some more openings next week. I'd love for you to come back in and we could explore a few more things on what to do. I'd like you to do a little bit of stress relief though.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you're getting a little stressed out over this, so just take some time when you go home and just think about all your options. Go for a nice walk and just don't do anything too quickly. Think about your options, weigh everything out. Mm-hmm. And then if you have time next week, make an appointment with me, and I would love to sit and chat with you a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
Good. You got any questions for me?
Well, I don't think so. I'll probably think about things a bunch more, and I'll probably might have questions next week.
That's good.
After I think about things, and maybe go look up a few things and hear back from an HR person, perhaps, if they respond in time. Yeah.
That's the nice thing about these starting off counselings. It kind of gives you a way to think about things.
Yeah.
I give you some little small ideas, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to go and try that. Mm-hmm. So coming in here and talking to me or whoever's in the office is, again, it's a bit of a stress relief because we let you know what your options are.
Yeah,
and then it makes you think about things. You can go home and you can start to think, I'd like to be an astronaut, or I'd like to be a dog trainer, or something really interesting like that. Mm-hmm. There's so many options out there. You're young. You sound like you want to go and explore the world. So I think it'd be a great opportunity for you just to go and just to see what's out there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.